Rusted Moss is the coolest game to come out of 2023, and it's also one of the hardest. My first playthrough of the game took 40 hours, dying to bosses, losing my way on where to go, and that was just to get one ending. That playtime doesn't even include all of the free DLC that the devs keep dropping. And when I revisit the game now, I am a pro. I zoom around at lightning speed now, room to room, no downtime, all shortcuts, because I had all that time put into the base game of getting my butt handed to me. But what if somebody who had never played the game picked it up today? Would they be able to beat it faster than I can now? Probably not. But what if we gave them all of the upgrades, all of the items, took away everything that would be standing in their way, explore the map to the fullest of their desires? How quickly would they be able to beat the game then? Me and GavinXI chose 4 seasoned gamers who love platformers to speedrun the game and see who could beat the game blind the fastest. Here's what happened.
We have a love for games with good schmovement, and a schmovement Metroidvania. When you offered this game to me, I think you got me as a gift. Actually, I was like, I didn't know how much I would believe in this game until I started playing it. I'm like, this game rocks. I'm usually not the biggest, like, I want to explore every nook and cranny of a game, but Rusted Moss makes it so fun to traverse, and like this being a race and watching everyone go in with like the purpose of speed and learning the game as fast as possible, I think y'all are in for a really cool treat. Or you're gonna get to the first boss and be like, what have we gotten ourselves into?
I'm a big schmovement enjoyer. I love schmovement across multiple different games. Ironically enough, the only other side genre that I haven't really explored is Metrovania, so I can very easily see myself getting lost very fast, even with the help of a map. That being said, I do think I stand a little bit of a chance if I can figure out some stupid stuff with the movement. If I can figure out how to go fast, getting lost shouldn't be a problem.
So, I love the idea of exploring. I'm really good at accidentally finding little secrets. So, if any of those lead me to a leg up, I'm absolutely going to keep that and hold that. If anybody else also finds it, because screen peeking, that's totally fine by me. But, like, I think at the end of the day, that's going to be the thing that like I'll accidentally do and be like, oh well, shit, here I am.
Well, I spent all last night warming up by playing Doom: The Dark Ages. I just did it on nightmare difficulty, so I'm ready for whatever bullshit this game throws at me.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, he did do that.
He did actually do it. We were in the call.
Besides that, I like platforming, I like schmovement, so I'm just excited to play.
I don't really remember anything about playing it other than that I was bad at it. So, it's basically blind. But as far as my chances, I'm probably the best gamer in the world. So I think it's going to go well.
Here's the basic rule set and starting info that every runner got before the run started. Each runner will have access to every upgrade, every gun, the whole map, every teleporter except for Elfame, and they will each start with 1,500 gold to buy trinkets and damage upgrades. The goal of the run is to beat the final boss of the game after collecting 4 pieces of Titania.
I think I won't say anything else. We'll leave to general voice and talk about things without you guys noticing or hearing us. You can deafen, you can mute, you can speak amongst yourselves, you can do whatever. But we will pop in sometime later and check back in. 7 p.m. is our hard out, so everyone get going. I'm going to give you the countdown, so if you go ahead and go to start and get to your save file. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone.
You know these gamers way better than I do. The only person I really know of gaming wise is Bushin.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to hold it in when we were doing our intros, but I'll just bluntly point out, every time me and Mookactus do any sort of competition like this, because we love doing things like this on our stream, Mookactus is like the guy. Mookactus is really good, exactly what he said. He's good at exploiting and finding like one mechanic that he uses really well. I'm just laughing that everyone's found the eco refinery right
Dude,
away,
it's so
which is like,
crazy.
one of the way harder mechanics of the game. Is avoiding that, because that at that point in the game it assumes that you really understand and know how to use your grapple to its best, right? And I think that's what is, as an opening, going to be so we got a good early read on this, right? We got a lot of melee players here. We have a lot of competitive players, people who really want the thrill of a hard video game, right? And those are the perfect traits you need to play this game. Oh, first boss fight, here we go.
Yep. This is
This is
Bonnie,
not a... Yep.
and you get
Rocket
the...
trivializes that fight.
It's true. Rocket is very broken, but the good thing is HP scales pretty hard on some of the later bosses.
Yes.
And you don't actually, this is one of the bosses I was talking about, you don't actually get anything from this boss, you just get the grappling hook. So Pushin has access to a few new areas as well as a new trinket, but he didn't gain much out of it other than, just fighting
Progression.
the boss. Progression.
Yeah. And what's important to know about this mod is that all weapons are unlocked. So his in the actual version of the game, you just have your pistol. So obviously it makes the fight a lot tougher. So
Yeah, Mu is taking on Bonnie. 1 HP right now, but
should have it right here.
yeah, I think they've got
Oh, close. Okay.
it. So
Good thing it
close.
doesn't have a lingering hitbox. And Nothai still unfortunately stuck in this Lakeland section. I mean, can he make it to a teleport to just pick a new section, or is he like?
He has a teleporter right next to him.
Okay, so he's just stubbornly going through this right now.
Yeah, we could jump in and talk, but I think this is kind of the gambit that you run. I think he thinks that if he gets it,
Oh, we got it.
he's through.
Oh, but he's been in this section again. He's been in the section before. I think
Oh,
he took a
yes.
death here, unfortunately.
I
So
see.
if I were Nothai, I would be trying to just get away from this fight right now, and
Yeah.
getting health or getting man, because you don't want to keep on having to do. Yeah, I mean,
You don't want the same section over and over again, for sure.
yeah, exactly. Especially this room right here, because this bungee takes so long to get, especially if he hasn't discovered tension yet.
Right. Chef is in Mountainside right now, so he's very close to a Titania piece. Pushin is in the factory roof now, so close to fighting first Maya. And if you fight first Maya, you unlock second Maya, and you also are going to go to Snowy Outpost. So that'll give you a couple more unlocks on the board as well. Moo's got the movement down. I'm watching Moo right now, and goodness gracious,
That's what I mean. I think Mukactus's success will be based on discovery, not on mechanics.
Yeah. Because they understand that going fast is using the grapple, using tension, and then using your peripheral weapons to push you forward.
Me and Mukactus in our latest, it was a while ago now, but we had done a neon white speed run race between the two of us. He wiped me. He's so good at finding best ways to use movement.
It's true. I can
So
see
Mukactus
it in
learning
real
about
time.
right. So Mukactus learning about Ecor real quick. So definitely just learned about that mechanic that messed him up earlier in the refinery. This version of Ecor will do damage to you, will not kill you, unlike other versions later in the game.
Right. The orange E-Core is going to set you back to a checkpoint, and the black E-Core is going to take off some damage every time you are in it for too long. And that's Pushin beating Maya 1. He's unlocked Maya 2, which means he has another chance to find some pieces of Titania, something that the other characters don't have. The other players don't have. And so he's on the completely other side of the map now. Nothai still working on the lake. I am so surprised that this is Nothai's plan. But he's done it damageless now. He's carving his way through. And now Chef reached a blockade, so he has to actually go around. This is what I was discussing with you beforehand. Just having the teleporter won't get them everywhere. They have to still explore the map a little bit to unlock these side portions.
We still think Chef is closest to finding a piece.
Yes. Because Right now, Mu is working on fighting Maya 1, just like Pushin was. Pushin is done fighting Maya 1, so he's working his way back to the center of the map. And let's go ahead and go over to Mu's perspective. He's fighting Maya 1 right now. I think he might have died a moment ago.
Chef Q, however, now on Priestess Freya. So here we go, Titanium piece opportunity here.
Oh, really?
Again, a fight you're not technically supposed to have the rockets for.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a lot of damage really fast to these hearts.
The open-ended nature of the game, though, kind of allows to have almost any weapons that you can find. But I would say
Typically, you wouldn't have it.
Yeah, I agree. You, me, a lot of other starting players would not have the rocket launcher yet.
Funny moment there. He went to Chef went to go tether the tether to escape and accidentally tethered the heart, and the heart went to him instead. So took the hit.
I hate it when that happens.
Kind teleporter here takes you straight to the boss, which theoretically means they could have teleported right next to the boss room, right? With this rule set.
Yeah, it's close, but there was some extra work that Chef had to do.
Oh, there was a one way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there were a few barriers in the way of the teleporter. So Nothai has another tool in his arsenal to work with. Yeah, Lake is a little bit longer, but he is on his way to getting a titania piece if he keeps carving his way through this area.
Oh no, don't drown. Don't drown again.
So Pushin is making their way through Smokestack. There is a piece all the way here at the top. They would have to fight against the swords handler. I forget their name, to be honest. That's fine, though. That fight is very fun. Not very hard, though. I think they could make quick work of it if they were able to find their way up there. Wait, really?
Chef, you just got it.
I missed it! Oh, no! I missed it! They have a piece of titania! Let's go! So that's...
Chef Q, first on the board.
Goodness gracious. That's only 30 minutes into the run. I am actually very surprised. I'm excited for that. Oh, Pushin. Pushin found a very early piece. So this is actually a very free piece of titania. Let's go ahead and... I've already got the music on for him. So this is Emeli, Great Witch Emeli. She is usually the second or third boss that you fight. So the rocket launcher should make quick work of this, unless you get unfortunate RNG on the.
Now the question is, where was the last save point that that Pushin took?
That's true.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if he had died, it would have been unfortunate. There we go, Pushin on the board. Did you want to jump in and talk it out with them, see what their mindsets are?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I think we should keep hidden that people have pieces of titania. If they talk about it, that's fine. But
we'll just ask for thoughts. We won't. No guidance does pass.
Sure. All right, ready?
Hello.
How's everyone feeling about this first 30 minutes?
It's 30
fun.
minutes?
I'm not finished this thing. This is not getting done in 5 hours, that's for sure.
I stumbled my way into finding a piece, and I was like, oh, cool.
How does everyone feel about... I guess our early take is, we thought we got the 4 best group of gamers when it comes to figuring out the movement. Does everyone feel pretty good about, the movement of the game?
Yeah.
Grapple hook, rockets, all that?
It feels
Outside
good.
of what you see on screen right now, yes.
I don't know. Y'all are watching. You tell us. Are we banging it or what?
I'm not... I'm seeing... You could picture the worst gamer you know, and ask yourselves, could they have gotten through any of the rooms I've gotten through? I think y'all are doing pretty good.
You probably could have done.
I'm thinking about what everyone's strategy is, but what does everyone else think is the meta right now? Because everyone actually has a different idea of movement right now, and it's very cool to see. So like,
I want to jump as high as I possibly can. That's the meta. I jump as high as I can, and then I just go wherever I can go from there.
There have been no thoughts in my brain.
that's so interesting because when we watch you, we're saying like, oh man, he has the grapple really figured out.
Man, they are cerebral players. Meanwhile, we're all just like, what the fuck?
We could. How about this? How about we let y'all go for another 15-ish minutes, and when we get back, we'll maybe answer a question for everyone.
That's a good idea.
Does that sound right? So I bring that up, right? And the number one reason why is because two things, right? So Chef had still been stuck on the challenge, which got a health upgrade at the end, but that was a lot of time burnt on that climbing challenge. I'm glad
That's true.
Chef got done with it by the time we left. But also just a general idea that like Nothai has been stuck in Lickland for so long. Like I feel like at this point, you want to find a teleporter and maybe like explore elsewhere. And just that general piece of advice where it's like, you did not have to start at this area, you know? We give info once you hit 5 or 4 titanium pieces out of the 8. Pushing Hat's in the fight to get the second one.
It's true. Hushian is on his second piece attempt, but this is a hard fight. Freya is gonna give him a bit of trouble, I think. Chef, I feel like, took a good 15 or 20 minutes on Freya, so I expect the same from Hushian. Oh, that corner. It's that same corner that Chef was having an issue with. That Pushin is now having the same problem with Freya.
Yeah, I mean, Pushin's first attempt was really strong. I thought Pushin might actually sneak an early win, but...
Yeah, I was also thinking that we would have 2 on the board in under an hour, but it might not be the case. So... honestly, if I'm Nothai, I'm like, thank God, all of my work didn't go to waste.
Exactly. Now, Nothai is gonna have to figure out how do I. Well, now Nothai again. So there's mixed feelings about this, right? You started at one of the harder areas in the game. So does that mean that everything else you do is just all of a sudden easier? I think that there's some merit to that, right? So theoretically, we would think that Nothai is behind. But there's a chance Nothai just like breezes through fights like Princess Freya if you can handle the Void Worm. I mean, it's been a long time since I've played the game, but I recall Void Worm being one of the harder bosses in the game for me. Having knowledge of charge jump helps so much in this fight because you can charge jump to get from the bottom platforms to the top platforms. It's not frustrating, but it's unfortunate that, okay, there it goes. So immediately is now starting to use charge jump, but you really don't want to use your bungee. I don't think Nothai's been using the bungee here, but the main movement here is supposed to be charge jump. Freya down on Pushin's screen, so that is now 2 titanium pieces for Pushing that.
I'm gonna actually have to start keeping track because I'm losing track of who has what. I see Moo walking around factory roof. I'm wondering what his thoughts here are, whether or not he realizes he's already fought Maya 1. Oh, and Chef finding a melee, just falling right into a melee's hands the same way Pushin did.
And that tracks as both of them are on the same 2 pieces.
It's true.
You can kind of see how this is gearing up.
And Nothai just getting so close each time, but not being able to close it out. That is another piece for Chef.
All right, 2 for Chef, 2 for Pushin.
Pushin working through the labyrinth that is Ichor Refinery. A lot of this platforming is pretty rough, even with the rocket launcher. He's look the pixel perfect movement, trying to stand on the edge to not get hit by the Ichor. You know what? I'm with you. I am rooting for Nothai now. I want so bad for them to get this piece.
Okay, Moo Cactus found a melee.
Really? Moo will be on the board. Oh, I actually love Moo's playstyle. He's using every weapon imaginable. And so he's got a sniper and shotgun rotation going on.
Dude, that's good. Rocket would make this so much easier, as we've seen from the other players.
Rocket gives you really good safety because you can be far away, but I think shotgun technically has a quicker damage output, but you do have to
that's right.
sacrifice being close to the enemy. I do think this is the longest trek of an area to get to a boss. So
Lab's
there it
probably
is.
longer, but
Oh, Lab, you're absolutely
yeah,
right.
yeah. Lab and Lake are probably the two biggest time sinks of this run, I would say.
Everybody on the board.
Moo gets some melee, and yeah, No Thigh gets Lake.
Oh, this is so sick. We're only an hour in. Everyone has at least a piece. That's fantastic.
Lab is just it requires so much puzzling and mechanics and gunplay and running. It asks everything of you. I think so. So actually, on that note, I think we should pop into the chat like we said we would, and get our thoughts from our players and answer give them our promised question.
That's true. That's
Our
true.
promised
It is
answer, right?
It's 3:05. It's an hour in. We will see what they have to say and see if they have any questions.
Hello, gamers.
Oh, hello.
That big area.
We said that we would come by a little earlier, but everyone was pretty locked in their moments. But I mean, how does everyone feel 15 minutes later about where they? It looked like, in my eyes, everyone progressed really, really well in the last 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Dude,
feel
I had
like
to
I had a
backtrack
breakthrough.
so much. Classic Metroidvania.
I'm not saying how many pieces everyone has, but everyone's on the board, which is very exciting.
I will give a special shout out to No Thigh, who moved heaven and earth over the past hour.
Stuck it through.
And I think
the
you
bitter
understand.
Yeah, I felt like I was moving so hard for a second to get that shit off.
So we more or less promised that we'd answer a question from everybody. Did everyone think about the question they want answered?
You know,
Yeah,
the
where's the
question
final
I
boss?
wanted answered, I ended up. Yeah, it's so true. I ended up figuring out the question I was gonna ask, which was the walls and like if I could potentially shoot through them to unlock things, but I realized I was actually just kind of locked there. I have to explore further.
I was gonna ask you if that boss I was fighting gave a piece, but then I beat it, so now I don't have a question now.
I think next time we might give we'll think about it, but maybe next time we give unsolicited advice next time we come by.
Unsolicited advice.
The thing we're gonna look for what frustrates the heck out of us with what you guys are doing, and we'll come in and yell at you like you're kids on
playing
our
the
lawn.
game wrong. Are any of you like sharing information, or is it like dead silent in here?
We're just
We're
chilling,
chatting,
talking.
but
We're
we're
just
not.
being really vague about everything.
Yapping a little bit.
Right, because there were some things where it's like, I'm sure there's some things like, guys, I just got killed in this way, blah, blah, blah. But some of you are using mechanics that other people are not. And I'm like, oh, they're keeping quiet. They don't want to tell each other about this thing they discovered.
I feel like
Listen,
we're not.
we're
just
all
locked
suffering in
in.
our own ways.
But I think the No Thigh experience from now on will be, why is this game so much easier now all of a sudden?
I want to bring attention to this. Chef has 3 pieces now. He
Oh,
just
where did
took
Chef
out-
get the third piece? Oh, he took
just
out Voidworm.
Voidworm.
Well, that breaks my theory about learning the game with the hardest zone. Because Steph has been learning the game the normal way and just destroy. I mean, what helps is you had all the upgrades that you didn't have before. Proper trinkets, the ability to take an extra hit with all the health. Yeah, Chef is
Chef is
cruising
cooking.
through. So probably the easiest ones for Chef right now that he hasn't already gotten is the Eco Refinery.
Right. Eco Refinery
probably
would
the
be
easiest one.
very good. He has enough health and enough trinkets, like support basically, to fight. It's more just how quickly can Chef find the right place to go.
So did Moo give up on the lab? Moo did give up on the lab. Moo's in the Eco Refinery now.
Yes. I think that was just a bit ago, because we were talking to them, we wouldn't have been able to notice. Yeah. It looks like Chef is going to the lab. This is really good. If you are every other player and you
Yes.
saw this is great for you.
Chef is in the zone that will take the longest.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
think the general idea here is that everyone is a relatively competitive gamer who enjoys the challenge, right?
Mhm. I think Moo has figured out what's going on. Moo is just about to go to Lenore, and the reason he went and saved is because he knew this was a boss arena.
Yep, there it is. This is
So Lenore is a very interesting fight. Lenore is not damageable unless lights are turned on. And the first thing that Moo does when he walks in the room is sees an F key show up on his screen UI and immediately presses it. No getting hit by the boss, no funny business. Just I'm gonna make you vulnerable. And-
Moo Cactus has a Yep.
That's a very good piece of RNG that Moo Cactus found.
And that is Moo Cactus
Yes.
getting the second piece. So this is Lenore. Chef Q has the lead. Chef Q has time to win the game through this, especially if Moo and Pushin accidentally, for their third or fourth piece, go to the lab. There's nothing saying that they won't just also pick the slowest areas in the game, right?
It's true. I do think Moo has maybe a little bit more game feel from what I've been watching than the other three players, because he did go to the lab. He saw that it was kicking his butt. He saw that there was a ton of backtracking, and he said, "No, I'm out."
No Thigh, kind of like, unfortunately now relearning the original zone. I think No Thigh just got so unlucky with the rotation of movement. Oh no,
Oh.
yes, that's noted. Hitting an already hit button. No. How many buttons were there in Lake? How many buttons did you have to interact with? Unfortunate.
That is.
We're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna let No Thigh do his thing for a little while. Let's take a look at or rather, I'm gonna take a quick look at Pushin, because Pushin's one of the players I haven't been paying too much extra attention to. And back at the
Pushin
lab.
is going to the lab. This is so interesting. I mean, I guess their thought process is, I see this area I haven't explored. It has a fair amount of 2x2s. It has a fair amount of question marks. I should go check it out.
Moo Cactus just found Void Worm.
Oh, this is huge.
Now, the unfortunate thing about Moo Cactus is, aside from Maya 2 being probably the easiest one, he already found Lenore.
Right.
So he doesn't have, like, I guess Freya would be the boss that he, like, most easily can, like, it'll be the easiest, but I'm not sure if Moo Cactus will run into Freya or not. But this does put Moo Cactus now also on the tentative fast path to finding a way to win the run.
Right. If he, all of the shortcut, or I guess freebies, are kind of out of the way for Moo and Chef. Amelia.
Well, no, because Moo has quite a few freebies, actually. Moo has Freya and Maya 2.
Freya, I wouldn't call a freebie as a fight. Well, he's done with Void Worm.
But to find it, I mean, it's not like you're going to the super far edge of the map.
Correct. Finding it.
That's what I more mean.
I
Yeah.
agree with you. I agree with you.
I think
Moo.
Pushin, while I wasn't watching, I'm sorry to interrupt.
You're
Pushin, I think, just abandoned lab.
I think so too. I don't think anyone's gonna be getting Spirella's Titania piece today.
Okay, so now Moo is like a front runner in this race.
So I guess because he's in Lake, the quickest place for him to go would be to Freya. Oh no! This is for sure a time sink. Chef is doing a dangerous climb, or not a dangerous climb, a challenge climb, which all this usually results in is an HP upgrade and usually a trinket as well.
I mean, it should be so obvious that this is not main content, but Chef also beat the other climbing challenge earlier. Speaking of wandering into things, Chef's found more bells.
More bells. This is the entrance to Elfame. So he's found both sets of bells at this point, but have no information to get through because we haven't told him yet. Pushin's pretty close to finding Lenore. That's only a couple of rooms today. Yeah, that would be the third piece.
So the one that Pushin is missing that everyone else has gone, Pushin didn't go to Lake.
Right.
That is the one that Pushin's missing as far as quote-unquote easy ones go. So, I mean, technically, Refinery would probably be a little easier and faster than Lake. But Pushin found, like, the two fastest, easiest ones right off the bat.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Lake would be pretty rough right now. I think him having already gone through Mountainside some would be better for him. Because Lake, he has... I'm thinking about it, probably... Oh, that's such a bad death. Lake, he won't have any doors unlocked. At least Mountainside, he's played in for a little bit.
We are giving players the codes and information they need to beat the game when they get 4 pieces. That's somewhat on a whim. That's just what we decided was a bar. From the top left, Chef Q has 3, Moo Cactus has 3. Pushin is in the fight for his third one. He currently has 2. And then No Q, who got an unfortunate early spawn at the lake, is only on 1. And Moo Cactus is in the 4th boss fight. So Moo Cactus is on the threshold of the 4th piece and may have an open way to finishing this run. I do not expect this Freya fight to take more than a few attempts, especially because it's such a movement-based fight.
He's got movement down. He's got the damage. Look at how much his shotgun is doing now.
Well, the hearts are set damage, right? They take a cap, right?
So they have set amounts of HP. So you still need to do a certain amount of HP. But once they're cracked, they stay cracked. Yeah, it takes a little bit. So if you did like pistol, you can't just take it out with one shot.
Right. But like it has a max amount of damage it can take, right? Oh
Yes.
no, Moo Cactus. Because I'm just recalling the Pushin fight, or no, the Chef Q fight, where he mostly used rocket launcher and was one-shotting them.
Oh my goodness, did I miss this? Did Pushin die during Lenore and lost his... He didn't have a save point close by?
I was paying attention to Moo Cactus, unfortunately.
Oh no. Okay, I hope Pushin... Yeah, Pushin's realizing he should save now. Okay.
Moo Cactus takes a death. Chef Q, unfortunately, who was the front runner, is now just like super passed by Moo Cactus here.
Getting kind of lost in the catacombs that are Barrow's ceiling. Where is he thinking about going that would net him the 4th piece? Honestly,
I mean, this decision can make the run.
So, oh wait, I didn't catch where he went. Smokestack's great. Alicia's here. If he continues north, nope, he's leaving.
You're right about Freya not being the easiest boss because Moo Cactus is taking a few deaths now.
Yeah.
I was thinking that Moo Cactus would probably win this one in a small handful, but that is not proving to be the case. Oh, it has found rocket launchers, so I think that Moo Cactus will get a little more progress here.
Mm-hmm. Seeing that rocket launcher will give him the safety that he needs, that shotgun is not providing him, because he's realizing he needs to stay away from Freya.
Okay, pushing back on Lenore.
Pushing
beats Lenore.
Goes crazy on Lenore. Okay. We've got a
Pushin's
race
at
here,
3.
baby boys.
I mean, you say that, but like, it's gonna be. Oh man, it's Moo Cactus is in the boss room. That's the thing, right?
Right.
And no one else has found the next boss room. That is. It's just such a lead. I don't know if Moo Cactus would have to do abysmally bad from here on out on this boss fight to give up this lead. I think
It would have to be about a 30-minute long boss fight. Which, you know what? 20 minutes is how long someone else took. I think it was Chef.
Yes, but hasn't discovered charge jump, so
Yeah.
Moo Cactus may have the run.
Oh, this is close.
Oh
So
no! Not tethering the heart.
It's hard
Okay,
not
okay,
to
okay.
tether the enemies for sure. Oh, I think this is it. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
So you will. So explain what happens now that Moo Cactus has 4 pieces.
Thank you so much for the segue pass, Gavin. I'd be delighted to. Now that a player has 4 pieces of titania, I'm going to DM them in Discord a numeric code, a teleporter location, and the name of an area, all of which is required to solve a puzzle right before the last area of the game, Elfame. This is to try and make the puzzle as close as we can to how it is solved in an actual run of the game, while also streamlining it for the convenience of the runners. Okay, back to you, Gavin and Repent.
He's trying to find the zone. So I think that Moo knows the info. And let's see. Oh, he didn't take the time. Oh, he's back to the first. Where's he going?
Oh, he thinks
The tree is the final zone because he mentioned that earlier.
he did mention
But
that.
that is incorrect, is it not?
It is not correct. This gives you tension. This gives you the grapple tension. He's gonna be like, "What is this?"
And
No.
this is not the new area. Yep. Oh, he's hovering it. He's hovering quarry.
Okay.
Then
cool.
there you go. So he's gonna
Amazing.
hopefully see the zone name. Yep. Okay. So now he knows to look around and he needs to know where to use the cone. So during that whole
That was such a fiasco. I feel so
during that
bad.
whole fiasco, which is fine, no one else is shortened the lead.
That's
So
fair.
no thigh is not finding this piece. Okay, so this is a race to see if Moocactus can find the bell, find where to put the bell now,
Do you wanna,
which is straight under the seer, isn't it?
yeah. Do you want to know what's funny?
What's funny?
He just has to go right and down.
He's going left and far away, and stuck in a boss in a
Kill
enemy
him.
room.
Yep.
Kill room. Yeah, kill room. I mean, here's the thing, right? So the thing is, Moocactus will eventually explore the whole zone
Right.
and then decide to go the other way, right?
Yeah.
So this is just, just like everything else, it's just an unfortunate moment where we've gone the wrong way. No, yeah, for whatever reason we missed Maya.
Oh,
Wasn't this her
he
arena?
hasn't-
No, he hasn't fought Maya
He
1.
hasn't fought Maya 1. He's the only player that hasn't. Oh, and what is that? No Thigh is at Alicia.
Which is, by the way, one of the cooler fights of the game, in my opinion. Especially when you discover it towards the beginning of the game. This one was so memorable.
Absolutely.
Moocactus is just trying to find the info, again, Repent, that you gave was the bell code and the zone the bells are in, and Moocactus just has lost the plot there, unfortunately. Oh, man. And he's trying to figure out, where am I supposed to go? But no, these players have done a fantastic job with basically no guidance. We gave them all the tools, we didn't tell them how to use it, and they've been giving us such an awesome run. So that is a titanium piece for No Thigh.
Oh, No Thigh beat Alicia. Man, I am out of it. Pusheen is exploring almost all of Smokestack. If Pusheen gets to the northernmost point of Smokestack and finds Alicia, he's in the running as well.
I'm hardest to find Moocactus on the map where he is right now. Back in the kill room. Okay. Okay, we're finally heading back to the seer.
Right?
Okay. So here he is. He's in the seer room.
And down.
If he drops down, no.
No! Just go down!
Oh,
no.
And it's not like the seer isn't a good hint.
The Seer's a great hint.
It's hard to know what lack of info we've given that another player would interpret immediately, right?
Right.
So it's hard to give more info. We still want to preserve that sense of having to find the final zone,
it's
because
all
once you
about
find the final
exploration.
zone, once you find the final zone, it's a straight shot. And I sense the frustration from Moocactus from across the screen, but I don't think there was another more fair way to do it,
I don't think so.
other
because
than just giving it all away.
I'm gonna tell everyone else the exact same thing. I'm gonna
Yes,
say
correct.
the bell code. I'm gonna say barrow ceiling. I'm gonna say quarry.
Oh man, it's gotta be frustrating to be on 4 pieces of meat in this situation, but it's gotta be equally frustrating to Pusheen and to No Clip. Or not No Clip, wow, that's a totally different
No
stream. And to No Thigh, not No Thigh, sorry, Chef Q.
Chef.
Chef. To have 3 pieces this whole time and not find that final piece. Pushing got real close. Technically,
no.
Chef found the zone. We are in just a tragic series of events on this final second hour of the stream. Now, Mookactus is... No, not near the seer. Where did Mookactus take the save point? Oh, we've...
We've lost the plot. I'm gonna do it. I want to see.
I'm serious. Will you tell Mookactus if he says, "Where am I going?" How do you answer that?
I'm gonna say because here's the issue. There's a single room. He's explored all of Barrow's ceiling. There's just a single place that he hasn't gone. It's one room, and I think he would know immediately what to do with the code.
Hello, gamers.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Shalom.
So
We're just here. Oh, go ahead.
we are here to gather some thoughts and understandings, and I want to know what everyone is feeling right now.
You probably can gather what I'm feeling.
Pushing, how are you feeling right now?
Dude, I did this like huge climb, and I was like, this room is so close to the save point. It's got to be, like, or it could be a boss fight. And I spent like, I feels like I spent 20 minutes climbing out of 2 screens to get a piece of face silver. Like, this sucks.
Jeff, how are you feeling?
I feel like I keep traversing this map backwards. It is so tough.
It does happen. It's got an asymmetric design. It's meant to be traversed however you want to traverse it, but some climbs are harder than others. So the issue is I want to talk about things, but if I do, it would be spoilers, but it's also kind of like, you know, it's a difficult situation that we moderators are in.
You guys really are in the tough position. You're so right.
You can ask. We may or may not answer.
Who said something?
How many of us has found the end game area?
I don't know if we can answer that.
Okay.
That's yeah. So actually, no. That's a very easy question to answer because I can give definition to that. The end game area is where the final boss exists. No one has entered the end game area.
Okay.
This like gray area here, we don't do that, right? That's like the DLC. We don't do that.
No, that
area is a part of the main map.
That area is a part of the
wait
main
a
map.
minute.
That's my fault because I said that at the start of the run. So that part that your cursor just flew over.
The detached part of the map, the detached far right part of the map, that's
go further
DLC.
right. This is
Oh,
no.
this is exactly what I asked in setup.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. Yeah, so these two on the right, those are all DLC. This one with the funky little purple guy, that's fair game. I'm so distraught.
Some people are in the lead, but a really big swing can happen that could make some catch up. So I think me and Repent are gonna go now, just seeing where everyone is, and we'll talk to you guys later. That should answer Chef's question, because Chef is on his final piece boss, right? And we need to get out of there because Chef was about to get some info, right? Because you're gonna give the code to Chef.
I am about to give the code to Chef. He just hit is that Alicia? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness, Mookactus.
Alright.
Okay, Mookactus is back with Chance to Serum. Don't take that teleport. Here we go.
Please.
Will Mookactus take it? Mookactus took it, and he immediately will know what to do here.
Right? Wait, no, he's just shooting. Okay, I felt bad before. I no longer feel bad.
Pause. So funny I should say that. I'm about to feel so horrible. We spent so much time focusing on Chef Q and Mookactus that neither Gavin nor I realized that Pushin had beaten Voidworm. So we had to get him the information for the puzzle for Elfame about 3 minutes late. Hey, what's a new race format without a bit of scuff? Am I right? Okay, unpause.
Oh, bottom right, desperately trying to reach the mods.
Oh,
Pushing got it. Pushing got it. Pushing got 4. Where and when? I don't know where and when. I was not watching.
I'm so sorry.
What did he do? He killed Voidworm. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. We gotta get that to
notice?
Pushin instantly.
I did. I think Pushin's gonna get it.
Pushin got it.
Dude! We're in.
Now, did anyone screen peek him?
I don't know. I remember hearing that no one was really screen peeking. I don't know what to say. Pushin figured it out, and the others have not.
We're
caught
in
on.
the room. Okay,
That is
Mukakis
something-
gonna go back down. Mukakis went back down. Okay, is he gonna figure it out? One. Okay, he
3,
figured
1.
he's shooting him in the wrong order, but he's got the right idea again now. He got it. He
Yeah.
knows it.
He knows it because I said, reminder, this is the hint. There
Yep.
we go.
Okay, now it's a race.
We got a game, baby boys!
Send that same message to Chef, of course.
I have been talking to them a couple of times. Chef said, I remember seeing the room, I just have to find it again.
Oh, Mukakis knows how to traverse Elflame.
I'm a little nervous
Pushin-
now.
Pushin is getting chased down.
Pushin does not really vibe with these floaty rooms, I think. So this actually will be much closer. And Pushin's making some progress, but this room is really getting to him, I think. Oh, the sick
good
dodge.
Pushin. I know, right? I'm glad we caught that. I love the
It's like-
effect of the ponytail in this room. Tells you the path that Pushin went.
And a save point. This is huge. Pushin cleaning out the Fae store. Got all those trinkets. I don't think they'll have enough TP to make use of them. But maybe some extra options. Really, it's just about finding where to go next right now. They're in the final area of the game. There's not much else we can do for them.
Oh, Mu and Pushin are so close.
They are on the same room. They're traversing the same rooms. This is crazy. Oh, he's back. I wonder if his game crashed.
Yeah, I mean, if it's purely room to room, the problem now is that Mukakis is so much better at traversing it, but Mukakis took a death. That's
It's
huge.
huge.
Mukakis didn't die. I would have given it to Mukakis immediately, but okay, now Pushin's also one hit. And this turret's probably going to kill him. This turret's going to kill him, right? Yep.
This is so close.
So clearly, Mukakis has the movement. Oh my god, this might come down to who can kill the seer. I think that they are super in a situation where they're all going to make it to the seer, Chef included. If Chef, Chef has found rocket rebounding. You're probably better off with the shotgun right now for the ease of use, but
Yeah, shotgun is going to give
my.
you traversal, aerial traversal, and Elfame wherever you're at. You don't need to be next to a wall like the rocket launcher. Yeah, he's
Okay,
got.
pushing in the gravity well room. It's gonna be potentially who clears this room first. Well, there's a lot of Elfame left to go. Mukakis misses it on the gets it. Okay,
shotgun.
Mukakis gets it.
The shotgun.
Pushin gets it. Okay, we have a kill room.
Oh no!
Mukakis is close to dying.
Don't die on the kill room.
Oh man, it's hard to deal recoil and fights at the same time. Takes a sniper. Charge sniper does take it.
I love seeing Pushin's
There's
ponytail.
there's so much tension right now in this room for both players.
Okay, so Moo
Take
is
it
through.
patiently. You have to take it patiently. Pushing hat mispositioned. Pushing needs to find a better weapon than pushing loose the Igor.
The Icor, no! The Icor is so mean. I never noticed it until I watched 3 different players in this room. the Icor in this room is so mean.
And especially after a room before this.
Right?
Yeah, so pushing understands where to go now.
Just
So pushing
as-
just clearly just sort of behind now. Good
Yeah.
dodging from Pushing Hat. Mukactus in the second safe kill room here.
Just a heads up, I believe this and one more kill room, and Moo will be at the Seer. Okay, yeah, this is another. This might be the last hard room for Pushin. Other than this, it's kind of a cakewalk and some kill rooms.
Oh, this room feels really notorious too from my first playthrough. They're in that Pushing Cat bottom right of your screen currently is in.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. So Moo's got one kill room left, and Pushin really has this as his final hurdle. I'm still thinking about. There's gonna be so much bad blood. I'm thinking about how the puzzle hint was so annoying for Moo, and then Pushin's just sitting there for 3 minutes straight, hovering over his progress of Titania, going, "I have it." Here we go.
All right, final room of the game.
I forgot.
Yeah, a little sequence break, Easter egg dialogue there.
Oh, Pushin's so close, but okay, there we go. So I don't think Moo is going to one shot or one try the
I agree.
Seer.
But I don't think Pushing or Chef Q would either. So
That's true. That's
Mukactus
fair.
again. This is fully going to be who adapts fastest with Mukactus having an advantage. And a lot of this is they have gun level 1. None of them upgrade guns, I believe. So
Yeah.
they are going to fight the what's it called? They're gonna fight the. They're gonna go through the hardest version of this fight, more or less, with the equipment they have. This is compared to other bosses that kind of just run at you and throw hard patterns. Seer is a very well-designed boss in that Seer will appear in one place, and you can learn over time in this boss.
These small details are what we're going to be looking for the players to find out. Even though they're all casual players of this game, even though they've only been playing this game for 2 hours and 41 minutes, all of them have a good understanding of how the game works and all of its functionality. So really, it's going to be, like you said, who can adapt, who can find out the small, minute details of this final boss. Pushing is through! And this room should be a cakewalk. Should be.
Pushing's blind, so he hasn't seen this one yet.
Yeah. He'll have to
So
take
he's
some
gonna
damage
go the
first.
wrong way. Yep. Yeah, he'll take some damage. Some damage, Pushing Hat. Some.
Just hold up. Yes! Yes! They're through!
Remind me how many phases we have left after this? Or is this
There-
the final phase of 3?
There are 5
No,
phases
there's more.
of
There's 5. That's right.
There are 5 phases of Seer. This is it. It's a little bit more difficult for someone that hasn't seen the room before, but actually, now that I'm thinking about it, someone of Moo's platforming and movement caliber might
Moo
not have
understands
any
this room.
issues.
Moo understands the room, but still has to learn the patterns. And he can take 2 more direct hits.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
heal.
there's one. That's that.
Oh, no.
So
This
so
is-
they are going to virtually be in the exact same place, but of course Mukactus has so much more experience in the fight now.
Moo has the
Well, I say that, but
experience.
Moo only has like 3 reps. Pushing will start his first. They're not going to be that far behind.
This is exactly what I wanted to see in making this type of race. I'm so thrilled that we have 2 players in the Seer fight at the exact same time.
This is about the dream when it comes to a blind race like this. I'm so glad to be sharing this this moment with you, Ben. This is
Thank you
awesome.
thank you for commentating with me. This is great. I don't know if Pushin has the movement necessary to get past phase 1 right now. Because I think the damage could be overcome if he moved. You remember you brought up the circular movement that you need to fight bosses in this game and games like this Metroidvania. I
Yep.
don't know if Pushin I don't know if Pushin has really adapted to that yet.
Yeah, Pushing's gonna take. I mean, if it were a brute force numbers game, right? Like, I have to kill this opponent before they get this amount of hits on me. I don't know if Pushing has the numbers advantage, right? Because you can take a few hits if you're dealing enough damage to like win the fight. Eventually, it's like a roguelike core tenet, right? Mukactus has that damage to where, you know, you take a few hits and it's okay because you're going to kill the boss first, but Pushing does not have that advantage. Pushing has to win so many more interactions. And it's so hard based on just Mukactus having just such amazing movement.
It's true. It's really a movement game, but it's also down to the build. I'm so interested in what each of them are running. I wish I would have paid more attention when they were at their save points.
Mukactus puts himself in up behind there.
All right, phase
Back
4.
to stage 4. Good movement. Great movement weaving between that one.
Oh, that
Yeah, I
barely
don't-
missed him.
Without trinket upgrades, I think Pushin cannot win, unfortunately. And I hate to call it like, I'd hate to call it this early, but Mukactus has got this figured out. He just needs to execute it.
It is execution.
And look at that movement, right? That's just like, that's the movement of someone who's played the game for 20 hours, a full playthrough. Mukactus looks like we did on our first playthrough at the moment.
I think he might be better than I am right now. Tactical heal.
Good read. Yep, that's another big part about these games where you have self-heal. You're finding the gaps in the opponent, finding the gaps in the enemy pattern.
By the way, what's the etiquette for something like this? Do I pop in and say GG when Moo wins? Or if Moo wins, excuse me?
Yeah, well, we will go in and say hi, I think, because that calls the race. We gotta give a celebration to first place, who just got it.
That
I think
is
we'll hop in.
Cactus. Pushin, I want to get your thoughts real quick. It looked like the Seer was giving you a bit of trouble, but your movement towards the end, and in fact, your movement fighting all the bosses for not having played the game in 2 years was great, and your boss strats were great. I want to know what was your loadout right now for trinkets? I'm interested.
At the very end, I just loaded up on. I put the 2 range ones on,
Mhm.
and then I had extra points, so I just took the destroy bullets when hit thing, which didn't actually seem to do anything against the Seer, so that's not a very good one.
Pushin, what about you? What do you think is something you could have done better?
I've got a real answer and a fake answer.
Fake answer. Give it to me.
The fake answer, I want to be clear, I'm not mad. I want to be really clear, I'm not mad. I'm not upset that I didn't win or anything. But streamer deliberately sabotaged me by telling me that Lake was DLC and I shouldn't go there. And the second I walk into Lake, I get a piece. It was instant. I walked in, killed the boss, got a piece, and then stood there for a minute waiting for them to DM me.
Dude, so much of this was scuffed. I'm so proud of how everything looks, how everything sounds. The only thing I needed to change was me.
My real answer is I tilted in the last area and I started dying to the platforming.
The
And I could have saved
platforming-
5 minutes. I could have saved 5 minutes just by not tilting.
The platforming in Elfame is so troll.
It's so goofy.
I thought it was fun.
You have
To be fair,
I just got mad. I just got mad.
When I got to the Elflame area, I put on trinkets to literally do more damage while in midair and just have better knockback, and I used the shotgun for movement.
Mhm.
It worked out.
There are a lot of bosses that have platforms that are almost designed for charge jump entirely. Like, tethering would be too hard, and charge jump would trivialize the jumps.
I
Let's
may
charge
have
jump in the whole
tethered those
game.
anyway.
You may have
possible.
what?
I may have tethered those anyway.
Oh, sure, and that's one of the best parts of Rusted Moss is that you can still skillfully move quite a bit, right? Like places that obviously were intended for this, you can find ways to do it with rocket jump, with tethering, etc. But
It's very player creative. You can do so many different things. No two players are gonna have the same run. Pushin, was it Did you have something else that you wanted to bring up? I think I heard you, but it was a lot of everyone talking at once.
All I said was, I mean, I was charge jumping the whole game, like from the very beginning.
Oh, we're bad moderators, bad commentators.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of complaint. Give me the feedback form.
Does anyone have any last remarks? Let's start with Nothai.
Yeah, this game was fucking sick. I'm very thankful to have been able to be a part of it. I do wish that I had chosen my routing differently, but I think regardless, it was really fun. It felt really good to move around, and even in the few instances, like it finally clicked together. The serotonin went through the roof.
Pushi?
Purchase Fadia, purchase Rusted Moss, wishlist Flooded Burials, and give me 500,000 euro.
So true.
Yeah, especially that last one.
Yeah, I think we could all use that. I forgot to add that
Ooh.
part in my remark, but
I like the movement. Yeah, I want to see Russ and Moss too. Get the band back together.
yeah.
That would be
I
sick.
think we can all co-sign that.
It was just a fantastic game all around. I don't have much else to say. It's just a really fun experience being with all you guys, having the run.
Thank you, Repent, for having me. I think that it is incredibly cool that the community showed up to your chat to hang out with us. And all of y'all just had such a great time and great attitude. And I am so inspired to get this band back together for more events like this, and super inspired just to see good gameplay and good learning. This was everything I wanted it to be, and thanks so much for letting me be part of it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Emelise, and thank you, Happy Squared and Hokori. Everyone have a good night. Bye.
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 Bye.